My mental health struggles, they actually started as a child. I found myself what I know now to be self-harming at about 5 or 6 years of age. I ended up being hospitalized as a teen twice, and really had a lot of struggles because of my mental health challenges. At that time, I ended up not graduating from high school, ended up in boot camp, ended up numerous times in the psychiatric facility. And it was just really difficult because no one could understand, because I came from a good family, why I was having those struggles. Why couldn't I just, go to school, be good, be like everyone else, and stop running away and doing these things that, really they couldn't understand why I was doing. I wonder which came first, the mental illness or the substance abuse, but there's a direct correlation that I see because of not thinking properly and not being able to process my feelings or thoughts properly. Then that led me to think, oh, hey, it would be a great idea to smoke crack. It would be a great idea to smoke marijuana. It would be a great idea, not to take the medication I've been prescribed and just do this instead and self-medicate. But what I realized over the years is that it did not help. It made things worse. I knew I needed help. And so I made an appointment with the local mental health agency in my area. And I remember, like it was yesterday, walking in there. I had 5 children at the time, had my youngest son in my arms. I walk in just full of hope. And before I even sat down, just the way that she looked at me, my heart just dropped. I remember telling her specifically, verbatim, if I don't get help, I'm afraid of what's going to happen to me and my children. And she proceeded to tell me that I was just there to try to get on disability. And I told her, ma'am, I've never been on disability, never applied for disability. And I reiterated what I shared with her prior to that. Got no help, no counseling, no medication. And after that, that's when everything just went downhill with my drug addiction, going from just cocaine to crack cocaine. Every minute of my life after that point was filled with either trying to find a way to stop the pain, getting drugs, using drugs, finding a way to get some more. And then when I would wake up from that stupor and realize, oh my goodness, my kids are gone. The only thing I could do at that point was to keep doing it, and it was just a never-ending cycle. The actions of that medical professional really started me down a road of a long-term spiral that really could have ended tragically. I ended up in a lot of situations where I didn't know if I would make it out alive. There's still things that I'm dealing with now because of that. So just letting them know that you may meet with someone one day, but what you do or don't do can affect, and will in most cases affect, the rest of their lives. And not just their lives, but their parents' lives, their children's lives, their families' lives, their community. Each person that you meet with is somebody's daughter, somebody's sister, and we all have family. And just imagine if it was someone in your family who had this illness or this sickness and they went for help. Would you want them to encounter someone like you are, the way that you deal with your clients, the way that you deal with the people that come in your office? That's really one of the main things I would like to say to the medical professionals. If that was your family member coming in, would you be okay and accepting of the care that they received, if they receive care that you give the people that come to you for help?